Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Just Stay In. We're here with Amy, and I'm now going to do a service to the entire San Diego Improv Community and ask you to pronounce your last name.
Lisewski.
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 Where are you from, Amy?
I am from up around these parts. I'm from a little town called Rome, New York. It's up near the base of the Adirondack Mountains. And right now I'm about 2 hours north of there on the border between New York and Canada on the St. Lawrence River.
And that's where you were from originally?
Yeah.
And
so,
this
hiding
is
out. I'm literally on an island. So if you want to infect me, you have to get in a boat or swim over to me.
Okay, I do want to infect you, so.
Okay. My parents have been together for 54 years, and they've been in the house I grew up in for 53 years. They got a smart plan, and they bought this little cabin on an island where we'd always come up camping and fishing because I grew up outdoors, basically. Yeah. And they just built it over the years, and they did it because they said, well, they wanted a place to come, but they also said that they might have a chance of seeing their kids ever again if they had a cool place for them to come to. And it worked. Well, what they didn't know is it was going to end up just being like a place of refuge for their very old daughter who was basically homeless, just hiding out. I find myself way too often hearing that somebody is having trouble with something and being like, let me fix that for you. Let me help you. And I'm just like, I need to just stop doing that so much because it's like get myself in so many bad situations.
True. Me as well. Like, instead of being like, I'll save you with a cape and being like, I have a solution for you. You're absolutely right. I got myself into so much trouble. And over the years, I said, like, I'll see somebody, I'll be like, I have a solution for that person. I'll be like, you know what? Not my problem.
I know.
If they ask me, that's one thing.
Yes. And I want them to.
I want them to ask me.
And it's like, oh, watch out. Mach 4. Here we go.
I'm the same way. Like, I really, really try to not talk about myself unless someone asks me. But if you ask me, it's like, here we go. The hat goes on backwards. When I was 3 years old.
Did you ever watch The Umbrella Academy?
Yes, twice.
It's horrible. It's horrible, Jason.
Come on. There's explosions. There's, like, magic. Come on.
Incest. There's things that aren't explained. Why is the one guy, his only power is to throw knives, but the other girl can like destroy the world with her thoughts? Like, how is like what?
First of all, he can bend the knives around things.
Okay, sure. The guy that turns into an ape, like he's literally just a strong dude. Well, that's not a superpower. What the heck? You got gypped. If you were in the Umbrella Academy, what would your you don't have to have one of those. You have to have your own.
Okay. Mine would be like jamming. I would be like Jason the Jammer.
Yeah.
And I would like jam people's heads into my guitar.
Nice. Yeah.
And I'd be like, you fucking like that. That's
you
it.
Send out sound waves with like certain notes.
I don't know, because that would be too much. That would be too good, though. We want something insignificant. So I think I just smashed their heads into a guitar.
Okay, mine is going to be that I can control dogs, but like the dogs can come from islands and the dogs like swim like 100 miles an hour through water from all over and come to my aid whenever I need them. Like that's my weird superpower. But the dogs have to come off of islands. And
only island dogs.
Yeah. They're dogs that have superpowers in the water that come save me.
Okay. So there's like 20 dogs around you. And you think they don't react. They just chill out, and you could be attacked. And
like, sorry, there's no water to swim.
I'm not an island dog, so yeah. Well, that's an interesting. Yeah, it's appropriate for that show. If you were in a talent show today, what would your talent be?
I'd have a dog talent show. Like synchronized swimming dogs. I'm gonna get to work on that right after this.
I'd watch that.
I would too. I would totally watch that. I used to go to shows at the National Comedy Theater and watch them. And, you know, I got up on stage a couple times and then I did sign up for level 1 there. And at the same time, I wanted to study at Second City. So I signed up there. I think I did a weekend intensive at Second City and I really liked it. And then I just kept missing class at NCT. And then they had auditions. And so I was like, I'm just going to audition. And so I did. At the same time, I started the Conservatory at Second City and was driving from San Diego, which is really fun. When you were new on there, they took I think there were 12 of us, and we did this 7-week boot camp, which was great. I learned a ton about short form that way and performing with them for about a year while I was doing the Second City Conservatory. And then I started doing the long form at IO. So there was about 3 years where what I did is at that time I had been living on my sailboat in San Diego. So I moved it up to Marina del Rey, and then I had moved into an apartment or a house in San Diego my friends were moving out of, the one I'm still in. And I would spend half my time, I was consulting, and so had lots of time and had money then and could go do all that stuff. So was living in both places. And I didn't really want to stay and be in LA, moved to LA because I had just started, I got approved to be a foster parent and was working on bringing April, at her time was her name, Esme into my house. And so I was like, I can't leave and go to LA, and I don't want to live in LA anyway. So
yeah, right.
That's how Finest City Improv came about, because I was like, I need a place to do this long form shit.
This is Finest City Improv. This is where we all learned improv. I've had a bunch of people on already, and every one of them has learned improv here at Finest City, and we're all addicted and we love it.
I didn't get that t-shirt just because my name's Amy. I really did want Amy Klobuchar to be our next president.
This seemed like a pivoting point, possibly.
Yeah, that was really great. We worked with I hired a PR firm to do get us noticed.
Did it boost after? Did it help? Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing that'll help every business more than anything else, you can pay all you want for advertising, you can pay for social media posts, but when you get stories written about you, and a lot of media works this way, you basically have someone pitch stories for you, they write them and pitch them, and by the time they get in the newspaper, the newspaper doesn't have a lot to do with it. What a difference it makes. Yeah. Right? It's trustworthy. Yeah, this is when Angela and I would bring Mabel and Louie on stage and just make them characters. And then this one, it was so funny because we were double dating or something. And then we got up and walked out and left the two of them. And it was just, I'm telling you, dogs just are funnier and more interesting than people. So.
Did they get laughs?
Oh, yeah. They get laughs. They get, oh, my best. He's just been one of the greatest people and has been here since I remember he came and we met again, he's one of those people that reached out and they said, I'm moving to San Diego, who should I meet? And somehow we got who connected us, but he came the first day we got to go in and look at the Lafayette space. He showed up and looked it over with me and became a member immediately and a teacher immediately because he had so much experience.
And then this was the Foskers.
That was so fun.
I was the annoying paparazzi guy. I was trying to be annoying, and I'm pretty sure I succeeded, and I believe this next picture is evidence of that.
Yeah, good job.
All right, from caniget.com. All right, here we go. Our suggestion is laziness.
Once upon a time, there was a ruler over a large land that decided that they were sick of helping the people of the land. and they decided to just be the laziest ruler that ever lived.
But one day, a man with a big afro and short shorts by the name of Richard Simmons showed up at this land, and he said, "Everybody has to get up and going now."
And because of that, 10 people out of thousands stood up, threw aside their bottles of gin, ripped off their quilts, and took out their earplugs and started to stretch.
Richard Simmons says, 10 is a good place to start. And because of that, we 10 are going to get into great shape, and the rest of the thousands will see it and become jealous and want to join us.
Yes. And because of that, those 10 people felt very special. Mm-hmm. And even though they were the oldest people in all of the land, they started shaking their hips and shrugging their wiggling their shoulders and bopping their heads and waving their arms.
And because of that, it actually kind of had a reverse effect, because a lot of people were a bit appalled and disturbed.
Yeah.
They all just turned around and just ran.
Yeah, and because of that, there was no one left in this beautiful land except these 10 people and Richard Simmons. And because of that, if I may, Richard Simmons, though being 80 years old, helped to, shall we say, propagate this new land with new people, with these 10 people. And they were all born as little tiny Richard Simmonses.
Until finally, this land of baby Richard Simmonses, who are in amazing shape, by the way.
Yeah, totally.
All in little booty short uniforms.
Yeah, striped
booty short uniforms. Soon developed the biggest and strongest and most fit army in the world.
Mm-hmm. And ever since then, every ruler around the world knows that laziness will lead to only one thing: your land being taken over by hundreds of baby Richard Simmonses.
Yes. Everyone knows that now.
Everyone knows that now.
Now we know the history of where that.
And I will take a baby Richard Simmons running this country in a heartbeat. Let's make posters that say Richard Simmons for president. Can you mock that up for me?
Sure.
Let's sell those.
All right, it'll go in right here.
Yeah. I'm going to make bumper stickers, Richard Simmons for president.
Can it be baby Richard Simmons, or does it?
Yeah, baby Richard Simmons. Now you could think about a sketch that would be about what was Richard Simmons like as a baby. That would be really funny to see. Yeah.
Oh, he's like in his crib like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes me feel good. But funnier than that.
Dude, that baby never slept. Oh my God, he must have been the worst.
He was like,
no napping for him. Oh my God.
Breastfeed me, mommy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so disturbing.
And the left, and the right, and the left, and the right.
We're gonna